Hi guys, I'm Krista with Bella Canvas, and today we're going to talk about fleece. In this video, Cole from Shirt Agency is going to cover everything you need to know about printing on fleece by using 3 basic types of ink: Plastisol, water-based, and discharge. Let's go see how it's done. So what's the difference between printing on fleece versus jersey?
Well, it really just comes down to fluffiness. So a lot of people mess up by not adjusting their off contact. We've raised all of our off contact so that we can have a nice, smooth, even print. Off contact is just the difference between the screen and the actual fabric. You want a small gap so that you can allow the ink to come through and not be stuck to the fabric.
So you've been doing this for a really long time. I know you've been printing on different fabrics, fleece, jersey, whatever it may be, but what is your favorite thing about printing on the Bella Canvas fleece?
Well, I mean, other than the fabric just being soft and great to wear, it has a really smooth surface. So our inks go on smoothly and we don't have any bumpiness in the texture from the weave of the fabric.
So what's the first print that we're going to do today on our 60/40 fleece?
Well, the most common ink for a hoodie is going to be Plastisol, and so we're going to use a low bleed ink by Wilflex.
I'm so excited to print this first style today because this is actually our newest style for fast fashion. It's our women's cropped hooded fleece. It actually has tonal draw cords, and it's definitely on trend with what you see in retail, so I'm excited to see it printed.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to look great. So what Vlad's going to do is he's going to load the garment onto the board, and we're going to do 1 pass of Plastisol, flash it, and then do another pass. That's going to give us a nice bright ink. So the flash units are going to be curing it for only about 4 to 6 seconds.
Okay.
And when it's cured, it's going to be dry to the touch so that we can do a nice secondary layer that's smooth. So you can see the second one has already been flash cured. And now it's going to have a nice bright print because we have 2 layers of white, and they stay nice and thin.
And here's the final print. It looks awesome.
So now we're going to move on to a water-based ink. And the water-based inks are really nice because they kind of get into the fabric. You're going to want to go with a lighter color garment, or you're going to put some sort of white base underneath it. Today we're just going to be putting water-based directly onto the fabric, so it's a really nice integrated print. So for the water base, we created this custom Pantone color, and we did it with the pigments. So we go in, we measure all the different pigments, and we can get an exact Pantone match. So you can see it's a real thin water-based ink, and I'm just gonna put it above the art, spread it out a little so that we can start doing our first sample print of it.
How long does it take to make these custom inks?
For somebody who's experienced with mixing, it's probably a 10 to 15 minute job per color, but with inexperience, it's a little rough.
Yeah, it looks and feels great. I love it on our peach. So today we're going to print on our Storm and then also our Heathered Forest.
So for the next ink, because we're going to do some dark garments, we're going to do Discharge, and this is going to strip away the pigment. With this type of ink, we're going to have the same feel that we had with that water-based print.
Okay,
so it's going to be like
smooth.
Real soft, premium feel instead of that thicker Plastisol.
Which I feel like customers are gravitating towards more.
Yeah.
It's where it feels like it's a part of the fabric.
Because this next garment's a little bit darker, we're gonna have a little bit more of a vintage quality because the Discharge is made for 100% cotton, but we're doing it on one of your heather blends. The darker garments especially, because of the polyester, that's where you'll see some difference in washing. On the lighter garments, the pigment holds on a little bit better, but the darker garments, when you wash, you'll see that the polyester let go of some of your pigment. So that's why you'll get that more retro feel with this type of ink.
Yes, and I'm excited to see it on our Heather Forest. Heathers are one of the fastest growing fabrications in our industry, and we decided to add heathers to our fleece. So this is one of our newer colors for this year, and the texture of fabric will really make the print pop, so I'm excited to see it. If you guys have any questions about what Cole covered in the video today, please leave them in the comments below. We'll also include a link to the crop hooded fleece that we showed in this video today. It's our newest fast fashion style, and it's something you don't want to miss. See you next time.